So, I'm in the river valley, or at least part of it. I'm in somewhere called the Kinnaird Ravine. And you can see that there are rocks underneath the soil of the river valley. Take a look. These are the woods. Guys, look, I found a burrow in this dead tree. It's up there. Let's zoom in closer so that we can see what it looks like. You can't really see what's inside, but it's pretty big and it looks like it goes deep and travels onto a different part of the tree as well. Now we can tell that's a burrow because there's enough room for an animal to go inside it. If I keep walking and I take a look at some of the other dead trees, I'm going to see that there are some holes in there, but they're not quite big enough for anything to fit in it. Take a look at this one. If I move the leaf away, it looks like there might be enough room for something like a mouse to fit in, or a small bird. But if I come closer, if I continue to look at the other parts of the tree, if I look at this burrow over here, or this hole, sorry, this one isn't very deep either. Maybe a mouse might be able to fit in, but I don't think anything else would be able to. Over here I found a nest. Let's zoom in. Look at that. Guys, I was walking along this path and look what I found. A hole. What do you think can live inside here? Guys, look. I was walking along this path and then I saw this hole here. But it looks deep. I wonder if something lives in there. There might be another one. Right over here. Look. It's deep. I wonder if something lives there. Guys, I was walking and then I heard this noise like tuk 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 tuk. And look what I found. Can you see it? It's right over there. It's a woodpecker. Check this out. Do you think something might live under there? Let's explore. You can take a look and see. Does it look like there's a hole there, room for an animal to go into? Oh my goodness! My feet was falling into the soil. Maybe it looks like it might be a spot where an animal can live. Look! What might be inside here? If you take a look, there's room to crawl underneath. I wonder if there's something living there. I'm not sure. Here's a golf ball. That white dot right over there. That's a golf ball. Guys, look! It's erosion! Take a look at these trees. The roots of the trees are coming out of the soil. So that tells me that some erosion has taken place, and that's why the roots are coming right out of the ground. But if we remember, plants can also prevent erosion from happening because the roots will hold the soil into place. Take a look at these roots. See how they're kind of holding the soil into place? Now it's raining right now, But the soil isn't being moved at all because the roots are helping to prevent the soil from traveling and being carried away. It really stinks in this area right now. I just went down to the base where the river is. Take a look at this water. What is that? What do you think this is? I'm not sure, but it sure stinks. Guys, look. This rock is in the process of erosion by the river. As the water moves over top of the rock, it takes bits and pieces of away and makes it weaker and weaker. It looks like mush, but underneath, if you take a look underneath, that part of the rock is still okay. Over in this area, you can see how the water has eroded away at the soil. It's really loose. I can take my foot and move off the pieces. I'm at the cliffside of the Kinnaird Ravine, and look at all of the garbage, the tires, coming right out of the rock cliffs. Do you see that? Isn't it crazy? There's a jar. Here's some metal that roots are growing right out of. Trees are coming right out of the center of that metal thing. Even though there's garbage all over the place, I think I might have found a burrow. However, there's glass in between. Is that a safe place for animals to live? Look, you can even see remnants of a toilet seat. Glass jars. Beer bottles. If all of this gets into our rivers, what's going to happen to it? The animals, the fish. Fish are animals. See, the river valley, parts of it at least, used to be a dumping ground for garbage. When people didn't have room to put their garbage anywhere, they decided that they would throw it all over the river valley. So in this area, there's broken bricks, there's broken tiles, tires popping out of the ground, broken metal pipes, all sorts of different garbage. When the water recedes in the summer and it gets lower, you're gonna see that there's bits and pieces of glass all over the place too. Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? Here are some trees, some plants. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Now, we've been talking about how animals and insects live in the forest, but those aren't the only things that live in the forest. Humans live in the forest as well. Take a look. Right in the middle is a tent. You can't really see it, but there's a tent right there. Take a look over this way. Do you see that little bit of yellow right there? I'll point to it. That little bit of yellow right over there where my nail is pointing at, that's a tent too.